Hey guys, and welcome back to another news unit at 6. Today, on how Premier John Horgan talks about kids possibly going back to school. Also, on how Trudeau says Canadian BLEAK job numbers only. And on how Tunisians went crazy. More about that later. Also, RFA flies over London in honor of 75th anniversary. And on how Red Fox mom and cubs take over a lawn bowling club in Ontario. And also how a monkey on a motorcycle pulls kid away. And then on how a murder hornet discovered in U.S. near Canadian border could pose danger for bees and humans. And last but not least, on how this year could be the worst forest fire season ever. All of that, more later on our show. Let's get into the video, guys. Here we go! Alrighty guys, hopefully you're having a great day today, this afternoon. Okay, starting with Premier John Horgan has to what he has to say on kids going back to school. Let's look at a little bit about that.
And Dr. Henry and others, we're going to the new normal. And some people are afraid of opening up, and I understand that. They're not certain what it means for their loved ones and for their communities. But our connections with each other are safe, and as we conduct economic activity, businesses and services that become available have to be phased in as part of this plan.
So that is that. And now, number 2. What is Trudeau gonna say about Canadian BLEAK job numbers only? Let's head over to Trudeau and see what he has to say about that.
Earlier today, we received the job report for April. These numbers tell us what we already knew, that right now, Canadians are hurting because of this pandemic. Everyone has their own story, but it all boils down to a very difficult time for a lot of people. Canadians aren't alone in this, as the world faces COVID-19. But if you're out of work, you don't need to hear that other people are out of work too.
Thank you, Trudeau. Now, heading over to London for the weather. London, take it away.
Thank you. Well, with the weather today, we have at 3 p.m. today, we have cloudy with a bit of sun. You can see the sun with 20 degrees. So that goes till 5. That's a pretty short time. With 25, 26, and then it goes to 6 p.m. with sun. 6 p.m. sun all the way to 8 p.m. sun. So that is all sun there. And then it has the moon with 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. So that's going to take about the whole night. And then you have moon, and then the clouds come and join. With that is only 5 a.m. then it stops. Then it goes to 6 a.m. cloudy, and you can see a bit of the sun. It goes to 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. And now with just clouds, nothing, just regular sentinel smooth clouds, lazy clouds with 12 p.m. clouds to the rest of the day, 2 p.m. Then That's for the day. That's for Friday. Now, this is for the whole week. We have Friday, broken clouds, which is clouds, but you can see the sun. 20 degrees up and 13 degrees down. Next day, we have overcast clouds, which is just clouds. Then clouds, yes, with 26 degrees up, 15 degrees down. Then we have Saturday, light rain, with 28 degrees up and 16 degrees down. And Monday with light rain also with 20 degrees up and 13 degrees down. Also, with Tuesday, we have light rain. I think there's going to be some light rains here, but it looks like through the whole, maybe 2 weeks, there's going to be lots of sun coming up to summer. So, I'm on, yes. Okay, so Tuesday, light rain, 18 degrees up, 11 degrees down. Now, last but not least, Wednesday. Don't want to forget about Wednesday. We have a more light rain. Good thing it's not hail. It might change because weather could change. We have 16 degrees up, 10 degrees down. And that's all for weather today. Thank you, and back to you.
And thank you, Latin. Now, on how Chinesians is what we call Chinese people. Chinesians went crazy. And now, here's a video. People have no idea why it's happening. It's all confusion, but here's what they have to say, and play the clip. Here we go. Pro-China and pro-democracy lawmakers scuffled in Hong Kong legislature on Friday in feud over electing the chairman of a key House committee, a new sign of rising political tension as the coronavirus pandemic eases in the Chinese-ruled city.
From the proper interpretation of the rules of procedure, which is that the first order of business must be the election of the House. But they have twisted that interpretation, and they have effectively stolen the power to chair and preside meetings from the usual procedures.
And also on how RFA flies over London in honor of 75th anniversary. That is up now. Hit it! And one more thing before Lanning comes on to talk about the new cases and the deaths, sadly. Now, on how Red Fox, Mum, and Cubs take over Lawn Bowling Club in Ontario. Let's look at that. And now, over to Landon for some Dr. Bonnie Henry announcements. Landon, take it away again.
Thank you, Logan. And what Dr. Bonnie has to say. And today also Dr. Bonnie Henry announces that I will remind people that we are now in phase 1. And that means we must have to continue what we already did. And now, back to Logan.
We didn't actually announce this, we just found out now. But we are going to be talking a little bit about after our news, after we talk about the rest of our stuff. But why Canada's fire season is going to be well above average. Why is that to be? Well, we're going to talk about that more later. But right now, on how a monkey surprisingly riding a toy motorcycle pulls kid away. Let's play the clip. This monkey on a surprisingly motorbike, just for some reason, we don't know why, drags the kid away for some reason. As you can see up top, we do not have any evidence of who this recorder is. We believe he cares about these kids because he did scream at someone to help. He did scream for help, and luckily somebody came in, and you could see everybody's reaction. But who was the guy at the very end talking to? We don't know. We'll tell you more about that on our next news unit. And now, over to Landon for the new cases and deaths, sadly, in BC. Landon, what are they?
Well, and great question you asked there, but now, BC reports 2 new deaths. Sadly, 2 new deaths. And 33 new cases. And once again, back to...
Oh, last but not least, on how a murder hornet discovered by the Canadian border could be a threat to bees and also people. Let's talk a little bit about that.
What's it like to be stung by a giant murder hornet?
Ah! Oh, this thing stuck in my arm. Ah! Oh! Oh, searing pain. My hand is completely seized up and locked in place.
Wildlife expert Coyote Peterson got stung on his show, Brave Wilderness.
Look at this. If I turn my arm sideways, look at the welt.
It will put you in momentous amounts of pain for close to 6 hours.
We spoke to Peterson today.
My arm kind of ballooned up to twice its normal size, so it was intense.
Now, on how Canada's fire season set to be well above average. Why is that? Let's talk a little bit about that. There is still a dark line from how close a forest fire came to coming this girl.
Right here. Maria Jopa moved from Vancouver a year ago to start a hobby farm in Squamish.
From Vancouver
This was her first
over to
fire
here
ever.
to start
Her
a
property was
farm
spared,
in Squamish.
But she's in awe over how the
This
flames
happened
encircled the farm
way
with little
before
damage.
forest
At
fire.
the time that we drove up, it looked like a relatively small fire. We could just see smoke from one of the properties. And by the time that we came back here, within 30 minutes, the fire was in our backyard.
But why? Is
It
it
was
happening now?
mid-April when the flames exploded
People
in this part of
exclaim
BC's
that
Squamish
maybe
Valley.
this year,
No
because
one
of that,
expected
is
it.
starting
It's too
way
soon for
harder
fire season.
than ever. As you can see in this picture here, the average is the white, the above average is the pink, and the well above average is the red. So that explains a lot about this season's forest fires. Now, alrighty guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like. And we'll see you next time on NHL Bros News Unit at 6. Make sure you stay tuned every Friday at 6. NHL Bros out!